Let me get another water.
Welcome to the Chat Circus podcast, a podcast for lost individuals. If you're lusting for debauchery, we're your clowns, Nano and
Junior.
And this is
The Chat Circus.
Chat Circus. What's up, sirs?
Not much, man. Not much.
How you doing? I'll let you get settled. I was gonna actually restart the whole thing, but you made it back in time.
Run that shit.
So
I had to get a water. Gotta hydrate.
I don't know how you could drink room temperature. Well, you're supposed to. Actually,
You're supposed to.
Yeah,
drinking cold water is bad for you. It's actually bad for you.
Is it?
Yeah, because that cold water hits your system. Your body temperature is 98.7 degrees. So when you hit it with ice cold water, it gives a thermal shock. So you freeze. Like, it's not good. It's not good for you. You ever drink water and it hurts? You're like, you never had that happen? You drink ice cold water and it's like, it hurts.
You feel like a brick going down.
Yeah. That's what, because your body's having thermal shock, it's reacting. It was to drink room temperature water because it goes to your body faster and gives you the refreshment that you need.
You are such a smart man. I see why prostitutes love you, bro.
Yo, it's funny enough, this bitch, I got her drinking water all the time now. I told her, I said, you want your pussy to smell good at all times? Hydrate. So this bitch is pounding water all the time.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe I should start drinking water so my pussy smells good. I think we have a special treat. Maybe you don't. You wouldn't be in tune.
I am nothing more than an admirer in this one.
Okay, so if you have questions,
I will.
Please ask. I while you were earlier trying to set up a date with a prostitute.
Oh shit, yeah.
I was sitting back taking some notes.
Fucking US is trash, bro.
I think that bitch just got high.
US is trash, bro. This bitch just fucked up a bag. How do you fuck up a bag?
You saved your money.
I did.
You saved money.
I did.
Maybe just go rub one out, or you could look for another one right now. Like once we're done, once we wrap this up, you could look for another one. Yeah, it's up to you.
Oh, yeah?
I would wash my ass though. You took like 5 shits.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, but I'll do it after.
Fucking that shit just hit me. Okay, so Sosua 101. If you go to YouTube and you type in Sosua DR or Sosua the Dominican Republic or even just the Dominican Republic, you will see a lot of brothers. And I mean it the way black people say it, not the way what's that movie I'm quoting, Zoolander? There's a lot of guys on YouTube that are already speaking about it, so I'm not breaking code. I'm not doing anything that hasn't been done.
Yeah.
What I'm doing it in podcast form, not YouTube. Podcast. That's the outlet. This is my platform, podcast. And what they do on YouTube regarding DR Sosua mainly is they speak a lot about visiting or traveling to the Dominican Republic and dating girls on that island.
Yeah.
Specifically, again, Sosua.
Yeah.
So what I did was I put a little notepad together and I put a couple notes. I'm going to call this episode Sosua 101.
Okay.
And I'm going to drop my input. This is mine. Everybody does this trip differently. Everybody travels differently. Everyone has their own way of doing things. They have their favorite places to go and how to go about it. This is just my input. So if you've never been or you're interested in going, and again, you want some tips, here's mine. So the first thing you want to do is book your flight. Look up, I don't know what country you're coming from. A lot of guys travel there from Africa, Europe, Canada, yeah, maybe even Asia. And I say that because I've met guys from Africa, Canada, Europe. You want to look up the regulations, any COVID restrictions your country may have on going and coming back. Mm-hmm. The airport would be Puerto Plata Airport, or the code is POP. At times you might want to look up, see if the airport is up and running. Sometimes they shut it down because of maintenance to the airport, or even that's pretty much it. If that airport is shut down for whatever reason, the next the alternative would be STI Airport, which would be an airport in Santiago, which is about an hour and a half away from Sosua. Okay. You want to go between January and August, the beginning of August.
Okay.
Now, mid-August to like maybe mid-September is hurricane season. We know this. I was actually stuck. No, I wasn't stuck, but I was out there for a hurricane in 2022.
Yeah.
Hurricane Fiona, and it fucked up Puerto Rico. But
I was in Puerto Rico when that happened.
You were.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you were.
Yep.
Sosua got hit with just showers. There were a couple trees fell down. Nothing crazy. All it did was make the police come out, and they were arresting whores on the street because they implemented a curfew. All the restaurants were shut down, so it was a curfew. Restaurants, businesses were closed, so everybody had to go and stay wherever they booked their stay. What else I have here? You want to go there after hurricane season, so between October and December is good. They celebrate out there. Well, they don't really celebrate, but it's big out there. It's Super Bowl, Halloween, and I think Memorial Day weekend. Those are the big holidays that are big out there. The U.S. holidays that are big out there. They don't celebrate the holiday. They know a lot of guys from the States travel there. So pussy's getting sold is what it is. Pussy is getting sold. Prior to your flight, you want to fill out the immigration form. When you land there, if you don't do it, they're going to make you do it there. Before, it used to be on a pen and paper. I don't know if it still is, but now they have computers. Like a computer bank or some shit, and you do there. Once you fill it out, you got to go through their customs. It's not Colombia. You're going to be there maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes top. Okay. I've never been past
30.
I've never been past 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
So it's kind of like Colombia or any customs, I guess. It's a bunch of window stations, whatever. You once you go up, they take your passport, they ask you where you're staying, they fingerprint you, I think they take a picture, and that's pretty much it. If you're staying at a hotel, you give them the name of the hotel. If you're staying at an Airbnb, you give them the address.
Yeah.
After that, they clear you. Then you go to baggage claim. If you have a checked bag, if you just got a carry-on, you keep on trucking. Once you pass the baggage claim, you're gonna go to a second line where they scan a QR code.
Okay.
The QR code is part of that immigration form. So what you do is at the end of that form, you screenshot it, and then you go to that second line. You enlarge that QR code. They scan it, and then now you're on your way. Oh, I'm sorry. You put your bags through a final bags machine where they scan your bags. Now you got to be careful. So now when you're leaving the airport, you got to be careful because there's guys there that are ready to grab your bag, throw it on the cart, and they want that tip.
Yep. They move your bag 30 feet and they want a tip.
They want a fucking tip.
They did that shit in Colombia.
I grab my shit and I keep moving. Also, when you're leaving, you gotta be, if you're gonna rent the car, everybody does this trip differently. Some people prefer to rent the car from the airport. Some people prefer to rent the car from somebody they know, a connect. What you wanna do, if you're renting the car, always record the vehicle prior to leaving, and then you wanna get the information.
Why is that? Walk us through that.
Because something can happen. Well, not something can happen, but when you're done with your trip, when it's time to bring back the vehicle, they could probably say, "Oh, this scratch was never here.
Okay.
Now you got to pay."
Okay, gotcha.
So you got to discuss the terms and the conditions of this agreement. That's why, because they always try to pull a fast one. Not always, but in the past, people have tried to pull a fast scheme.
No, I get that.
So they just rather do it at the airport. Money exchange. Do not exchange your money at the airport.
That's got to be a rule everywhere.
Do not exchange your money at the airport. You're going to pay a tax, a bigger tax than you would on the street. They have other places to go when you get to your destination to exchange your money. Now, what I normally do is as soon as I walk out the airport, you're going to be greeted by a crowd. People waiting for their people, taxi cabs waiting to catch business, and in that crowd, there's guys that exchange money. So what I normally do is I do about $100 or $200. I cash it. I exchange it right there.
Yeah.
The guy gives me my money. You gotta look up. You gotta do your Google and look up the rate, U.S. dollar to Dominican peso.
Yeah.
And that gives you an idea how much to expect. Now, when you exchange this money, a lot of them automatically take out a little tax, maybe a tip. Sometimes they do it. Sometimes they don't. But if you don't get back the full rate, That's why. And you can't argue because you're gonna lose. They call the cops. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I normally exchange 100, maybe 200, right as soon as I get out the airport. That way I have a couple pesos on me.
Okay.
I personally have 3 taxi drivers that I fuck with.
Nice.
One of them picks me up from the airport. The other one is a backup for that guy. And then the other one is an overnight taxi guy. You want to go to Sosua. It's about 10 to 15 minute drive depending on traffic from the airport. Your taxi, before I go on to the next thing, your taxi ride should cost you about $20, $25.
Damn. Okay.
I've been paying $25 for years. I don't know if I've been getting got. I don't know, but that's just what I've paid my guy.
That's a lot.
It is, but again, you're going to a country where they're gonna give you them gringo prices.
Yeah.
So I don't argue. Here's my 25. I don't give a fuck.
And how long is the ride?
I just said, bro, 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
On traffic. Put the fucking phone down and pay attention, bro. What I do, as soon as my guy picks me up, I have him take me to the supermarket.
Yep. Right way to do it.
I stay at a place called New Garden Hotel.
It's your spot.
That's my spot. Again, everyone does Sosua differently. Not everybody does it the same. So I say that because somebody might hear this and talk shit. Oh, nah, fuck New Garden. I stay here. Nah, fuck that. I gotta have the villa.
Yeah.
Everybody does this trip the way they want to do it. I'm not knocking it. I don't expect you to knock me. This works for me. The reason being is New Garden is located right in the center of everything. You walk out, you make a left. You walk out, you make a right. You are surrounded by what you need to be surrounded by. Women, money exchange, food.
Okay.
And I'm a beach person. I love the beach. It's walking distance to the beach. I'd rather be at the beach every day than the pool. But again, this works for me. So my driver takes me to the supermarket. I get what I need. Now, what do I need? There's no microwave. I think this is something that has been done over the last couple of years where the hotels stopped putting microwaves in the rooms. That way you're forced to go buy food.
Gotcha.
But they have a mini fridge. And I normally get just beverages. 2-liter soda, bunch of water bottles, juice, and beers.
Okay.
I stock up on beers. Some guys, they get bottles. I really don't do bottles because I don't when I'm out there I don't really drink liquor like that.
Okay.
But I'll go to my favorite restaurant. I'll talk about that in a minute, and I'll get drinks there.
Okay.
So after the supermarket, I get snacks, drinks, head to the hotel, check in. Once I check in, I take a quick bath, nothing crazy. Then I go out in the street.
Wash your ass.
Wash my nuts.
Oh, my bad.
Well, I wash up. I get to my room. I unpack. I put things where I like them. Jump in the shower. Get ready. Get dressed real quick. No underwear. Put on my flops. I walk outside my room. Walk outside the hotel room. For those of you who do not know, there are women ready, willing, and able to please you right outside that hotel. A lot of the times they just stand on the street and wait to get picked.
Damn.
So as soon as I land, I check in, I unpack, I shower, I go outside, I find something I want. I've learned to do this. I don't like pre-gaming anymore because I've learned when you set something up, sometimes these girls, they don't respect your time. And if I set something up for 10 o'clock, they're usually showing up at 11, 11:30. And I could have picked one from the street and busted my nut.
Got you.
So after, what's that?
It's different ones. I'm looking.
I think that's you go to them.
It says alcohol.
I'm going to leave this in there. This guy's trying to set some pussy up. This guy's trying to set some pussy up. He doesn't want to leave the scumbag life alone. He wants to wife a prostitute, but he doesn't want to leave the scumbag life alone.
Yep.
So I pick something up. I find something. I take her back to the room. I negotiate my price. Well, you're supposed to negotiate right there on the street.
Okay.
I'm not going to go over prices because everybody's different. I speak Spanish. For the most part, I'm able to negotiate what I can. Once we agree on the price, I take them to my room. I knock it down. Okay. Once I'm done, they leave. I take another shower. And I get ready for the beach. Yeah. After the beach, I walk to my favorite spot called Flip Flops. After I eat my favorite meal there, which is the I think it's called the New York Special, which is flip flop rice, which is fried rice.
The New York Special.
It's called I think it's called the New York Special. It's called it comes with wings, rice, and a cold beer. Okay. But I always ask them to put shrimp in my shit, so I eat there. Once I'm done, I hang out. I've been there so many times, and every time I'm there, I could sit there for hours and just chill. Vibe. Like for me, it's just a vibe. Bro.
Okay.
I could just sit there and I'm good. I feel like I'm at home. Once I'm there, I say what's up to my man Flip. I found him through YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
After I'm done there, I take a walk down to the beach. Right before I get to the beach, my other friend Pablo, he owns a scuba shop there, dive shop, whatever. I say what's up to him, his employees, and then once I'm finally done there, I make my way to the beach and I'm there for a minute. And then once I'm done with the beach, I go back to the hotel, jump in the pool, shower. Sometimes I nap. After a nap, I go for dinner.
This is all day one.
This is all day one.
Damn.
So let me throw some restaurants at you. These are the restaurants I go to. There's a whole bunch of bars and restaurants out there, but these are the ones that I frequent. Flip Flops.
That's your spot.
New Garden. The hotel has a restaurant there.
Is that open 24 hours or no?
It's not open 24 hours, but it is open late. Let me see. What else? I'm sorry. Kings or Roomba. It used to be called Roomba, but they got new owners, so they called it Kings, but everybody just knows it as Roombas. They still call it Roombas.
Okay.
You got Bailey's. You have Margot's. They have a good breakfast. I've never been there for lunch or dinner, but I follow them on Instagram. Margot's.
Okay.
They got a good breakfast there. Very good. I'll give them breakfast. I never seen lunch or dinner, but I follow them on the gram, and they always posting, and it looks all right.
Okay.
You have I think this is my top 3 favorite, Copacabana. This one is 24/7.
Nice.
This one is 24/7.
That's good to know. That's good.
Yeah. That's the point of this episode. So people that are planning, whoever this makes it to, because we don't got that many listeners. So the point of this is just to do. This is my YouTube version. This is my version of people's YouTube.
Gotcha.
I go to the casinos. There's 2 casinos that I know of. You got the Coral Reef Casino, which is right next to Flip Flops, and you have the what is this shit called? The casino in Playa Chiquita. Excuse me.
Okay.
Playa Chiquita's bigger. It's more newer, and both these casinos have clubs.
Oh, like nightclubs.
They have clubs inside of them.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's big shit.
But the club, the casino and the club in Playa Chiquita that's where like the all-stars come out, bro. Bad bitches, bro.
Yeah?
Bad fucking bitches. So I stay at New Garden Hotel. You have other hotels there. You have Casa Valeria, which is right next to New Garden. Next to that is Terra Linda. I think the owner of New Garden also owns Casa Linda. You have the Sosua Inn, which is right above Bailey's, the restaurant.
Okay.
You have Infinity Blue. You have Envy. Envy has a club. That's a well-known club. And then you also have Casa Linda, but that's more of a gated community. It's like mini mansions, but they call them villas.
Okay.
They got villas. They're fucking beautiful.
Okay.
Very beautiful. I think that's pretty much what I got for Sosua 101, sir.
That's it?
That's the
that's the basics.
That's the basics, bro. I think that information right there is more than enough.
It's vital.
Yeah, again, everybody does the SU. That's what I call it, the SU. Everybody does the SU differently. Some people like doing the villas, the Airbnb, whatever floats your boat. Again, I fuck with New Garden. That's my home. They know me and they take care of me. It provides me my basic needs. All I need is a place to sleep and fuck.
What are the prices run in New Garden?
$60, $70
a night. Okay.
You could even do cheaper to 40 to 50.
And is it worth it? Is it worth the 70?
They have different types of rooms.
Okay.
The biggest change that I've noticed when I've paid those prices is the bathroom. That's all in my opinion, you're really paying for is the bathroom.
Okay.
But they had double rooms, triple rooms, triple beds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Beds with rooms with 2 beds or 3 beds.
Okay.
One time I paid that $70 price. It was $80 I think at the time, and they put me on the 4th floor. There's no elevator, so you're walking. You get winded by the time you get up. The bathroom was very nice. It had a hot tub, a jetted tub.
Yeah.
A big shower. The bathroom that's all you're pretty much paying for is upgraded bathroom, and it had a couch, which was dope. But I was on the 4th floor.
Yeah, having a couch is nice though.
I want to give a quick shout out to some YouTubers. Actually, no, hold on. Let me stop that. I started getting put on. Well, I knew about Sosua from years ago. But what opened my eyes was the YouTubers. Okay. One guy who put me on that I started watching was this guy called Nico Worldwide. I stopped watching him because he got involved. He got arrested. Damn. I think he molested a boy.
Oh shit!
Put him in his trunk. There was a whole situation with that.
Damn.
So, yeah, I mean, it was sad. It's unfortunate because his videos weren't bad, but when you find out the truth about somebody, it's like, yo, fuck.
Yeah.
But
that's fucked up.
He was one of the first guys I started watching on YouTube. Obviously, I don't watch him no more. I started watching Antonio, the Cuban cigar smoker.
And all right.
He's not big on YouTube anymore. I think he's an actor. He's also a radio personality.
Okay.
But he used to put a lot of points out on YouTube. And he introduced me to Mr. Flip Flop. He one of his videos, he was doing his favorite restaurants. Mm-hmm. And one of them, he mentioned Flip Flop. And in the comment section, Mr. Flip Flop said, oh, thank you for I forgot what he said, your compliments. We strive to be better, whatever. So I clicked that one. I was like, oh, this is the restaurant. I clicked that channel. And I come to find out I was following the guy the whole time, but I didn't know.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know he owned the restaurant. I didn't know he was Flip Flop. And I didn't even know he was in DR. So what he's been doing is recording his videos on YouTube from his restaurant. But the backdrop is like, it's a wooden spot, a wall. Yeah. Wooden wall, excuse me. So I never put two and two together until that. I was like, oh shit.
Got you.
Mr. Flip Flop, I followed him. Check in the fact. I know you're clueless. You don't know who the fuck I'm naming.
Nah.
But hopefully you visit and you like it and you start going and then you start watching YouTube. Remember how before Colombia you were watching videos on Colombia?
I was heavy too, yeah.
That's this, but DR.
Okay.
I was watching Check in Effect, Philly Dom.
I know Philly Dom.
You know Philly Dom because of El Salvador.
Fucking Philly Dom.
I am _ Marwa, Bo Rakes, TMI Santiago, who I met plenty of times when I was out there. In the Streets with Keys.
I know him. Yeah, I know him too.
Rico Toro, The Finger, who owns a Haitian restaurant right on the beach in Sosua. This guy, Passport Action, and another guy, Ed Kane International.
Damn.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a beautiful place to visit. In my opinion, it's better than Colombia. As far as the women go, I think Colombian bitches provide a better service.
Yes, sir.
They provide a better service, and I think on looks, I can't argue they look better. But there's a lot of fucking Venezuelans.
Yes, there are. They're bad as shit too, though.
I think Venezuelans are top looking bitches. But I think the Dominicans give them a run for their money.
The blue chip squad are all Venezuelan.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
I love the Soo. Hopefully, I retire and move to the Soo, bro. That's where I want to go.
That's the dream.
That's my dream. Yeah, I fucking love it out there.
Damn.
Yeah, it's that real.
Damn.
It's that fucking real. Hopefully, you get to experience it.
I will.
Hopefully, you do.
I will December.
Do you have anything you want to add to that?
I mean, it's the basics, but like, all right, so walk me through. You step out, you're going to go get some grub, and then bang, you get your arm yanked. Oh, papi.
That's happened.
What happens? What goes on from there?
I'll give you one scenario. This woman, I was walking back from a restaurant, Bailey's.
Okay.
Now, you have to eat there. The food's good. The food's great. The drinks are good. But in this restaurant, they let the women in. And these women walk around advertising themselves. Oh, my God, bro. And sometimes when you catch it on the right day at the right time, you can't even eat your food in peace because it's like, yo, this bitch is bad, bro.
Damn.
Bad. And the next one is better than the last one, bro. It's just fucking phenomenal. So one day I finished eating from at this restaurant and I'm walking back to my hotel, which is a couple feet away. It's not that far, around the corner. And this girl just runs up on me, grabs my dick, my balls. She cupped the shit out of my shit, bro. Cupped it good. Not hard, just nice.
Yeah.
So she ran up on me, cupped it, and she came. Her body was touching my body, like chest to chest, and she gave me a kiss on the lips.
Damn.
That's their version of catcalling. There is no, like, catcall. They just run up on you and touch you. They do catcall.
That's
they
crazy.
always screaming baby or papi, like you said.
Yeah.
But that was that. So once she did that, I was like, yo, and she was just like trying to, proposition. I'm like, look, let me get your number, and later on, I'll talk to you, and whatever, we conduct business. But that's how it is, bro. They do yank you. They do. You feel like a fucking superstar, bro. You feel like a fucking superstar.
On average, how long you got them for? On average,
whatever you pay for, whatever you negotiate.
Okay.
Whatever you negotiate, but it's not like Colombia. They're very business-like. So there's times you get them. You take them to the room, and you know how in Colombia they're there and they're closed, they're sitting down, they're vibing out. Here, as soon as you get them in their room, they're naked.
Damn.
As soon as you get them in your room, they're out they fucking clothes. I could open the door, let her in first. I go in after her, close the door, I'm locking it. As soon as I turn around, she's butt ass naked. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Like, give me a minute, let me get company,
Dame leche.
They want that leche.
Dame leche.
They want that shit.
Okay.
Any other questions you got, sir?
So New Gardens guest friendly, right?
Absolutely.
Are all of them guest friendly? They have to be.
I've never stayed at any other hotel, but I got put on to New Gardens from an old coworker from TSA, and ever since he told me about it, I did my YouTubes, and it just stuck with me. I gotta stay there when I'm out there. So I finally went, and it definitely is guest friendly. You just, as soon as you get them, you gotta go to the front desk. They keep their ID, and then you take them to your room for however long you take them for.
Do you have to pay per guest or no?
No, there's no money exchange for that.
Okay.
That you don't pay anything for that.
That's it, huh?
No more questions?
I'm trying to think. Oh, do you have to pay per? Did I just ask this? Do you have to pay per guest?
Yeah, you did. Definitely did. You're tired.
Yeah, I am tired.
No, you don't have to pay.
Right. Outside of New Garden, though, what's the next best one that you like?
Again, I've never stayed at any other location.
Anybody that you've heard of or that they recommend?
You know A?
Yeah.
I believe he stayed at Casa Valeria.
Right.
And he said it was dope. He said I think he said it was better than New Garden.
You said this to me on off air, but the beach is good?
I'm glad you brought that up. There's 2 beaches. You got the main beach, Sosua Beach, Playa Sosua, whatever. And then you have another one called Playa Alicia.
Okay.
So when you go to Sosua Beach, that's the tourist beach. You're going to get hounded by, I call them beggars, but they're vendors. Yeah. They're selling shrimp in a fucking box. They're selling
everything,
massages. They're selling trinkets and souvenirs.
They got a thread and beads, and it's a bracelet for sale.
They're selling like everybody comes up to you and they're hounding you. Another thing, when you're walking through that path, you're gonna have business owners. Oh, come to my store, come, and it's fucking annoying. It gets annoying, but it is what it is, bro.
You gotta deal with it.
You just gotta deal with it.
Okay.
Again, that's the main beach. I love it. I've never lost my phone case in that water. I did in Puerto Rico, not there.
Yo, buddy.
Then you got Playa Alicia, it's more private. There's no vendors there. The waves are a little more choppy. Like there's actually waves there.
Okay.
But I've never been. I want to go. But from what I heard, it's beautiful there too.
Okay.
Nice and peaceful.
How many floors does New Garden have?
So the original side, because they've expanded, the original side is like let's say an L or maybe a U or a V, whatever.
Okay.
So it has it goes stretched from one side to another. And it's got 4 floors up.
Damn.
It's pretty big. It's pretty big. But then they've expanded it across the street. I normally try to stay there every time I go because it's more private. When you're on the old side, the restaurant's there, but at the same time, you're like everybody can see you. When you stay across the street, it's more. There's no restaurant there. It's more private.
Yeah.
So you just got the rooms. And then a small pool. I mean, there's 2 pools, one on each side. Okay. And then behind that side is another I guess another building that they have. I've never stayed there, but I think that's more for the owners or people that pay for private villas. I don't know. I've never stayed there, but I mostly stay across the street.
Okay.
But yeah, they definitely have a lot of rooms.
No elevators.
No elevators.
That sucks.
If you're on the 4th floor.
But I'm sure the 4th floor is better. The room's got to be less occupied.
It was and cleaner. When I went in 2021, I think in June, they put me on the 4th floor, and it was nice, beautiful room, but it was just too fucking. By the time you get there, you're winded. You're like, and you're out of breath, bro.
Damn.
And I'm supposed to go smash right after that. I'm good.
He said, "I'm good.
I'm good."
All right. So the beaches. You said that. What's the money? The currency?
Dominican pesos.
Yeah, but. Like equivalent, what's a dollar?
I think for $1 you got it's like 50 pesos or some shit.
Okay.
So with $100 you got like 5,000 some shit pesos.
Okay.
500 pesos is like $10. 1,000 is like 20, more or less. No, doesn't mean exactly, but more or less. They got 500, 1,000, 2,000. So if 1,000 is like 20, 2,000 is like 40. Then is there? I think that's the biggest one they got. Then they got like 100 pesos, which is like $2 or some shit, and then 50 pesos.
Okay.
I usually get those for like tips.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you're paying $25 for a cab, roughly $60, $70 a night for hotel. Mm-hmm. What's the flight? Like an average round trip?
Well, now, I mean, I don't know, bro. If you look now, them flights are like $600-$700. I was going during the pandemic, and well, not exactly 2020, but shortly after.
Those were the days.
Those prices were phenomenal. I remember I had a flight for like $360.
Bro, I had a round trip to San Juan for $400.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I remember I had a round trip flight of $360 or $380, and the hotel was like $240, $250. That's nothing.
No.
And then I would bring $1,000, and that was more than enough to eat and fuck around. But now you need. I mean, it depends on how hard you want to go. Some people want to go to the casinos and do excursions and party. that shit adds up quick, and you spend money quick on them.
I bet.
Especially if you're getting massages, if you're eating, you know what I mean? Like it's not an all inclusive. It's a regular ass hotel, but they do offer complimentary breakfast. So if you wake up early enough, I think breakfast is between like 8 and like maybe 10:30. So you wake up early, you go to the front desk, give them your room number, they give you a little ticket. You go sit down, the waiter or waitress comes to you, you give them the ticket, and then you order, and that's it, free breakfast. Or you just leave a little tip.
Okay.
So if you wake up early enough for breakfast, which sometimes I never do, you can have free breakfast, but I sleep late. So I just, normally when I wake up in the afternoon, I go to my man Flips, I eat there, go to the beach. I normally do the same shit every fucking day, which is beach, flip-flops, beach, fuck, pool, sleep. Then I'll hit the casino sometimes. I mostly go to Roombas. When you go to Roombas, it's similar to Bailey's, where there's a lot of women advertising, but it's more because it's a bigger spot.
Gotcha.
They're there watching, fiending, waiting to get picked. You're gonna see, bro. I mean, hopefully we go. You're gonna fucking see. And once I'm done with Roombas, I take something back, knock it down, and I go to my room and I chill. To me, it makes no sense to go party or clubbing if you already smashed something, or if you know, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If I'm going to club or and it's not really clubbing because the girls they're not there to dance, they're there to get picked for business.
Yeah.
So it makes no sense. Like, to me, you gotta go to the club when you got a round in the chamber and you're ready to bust that shit out.
Got you. What's the average dollar you need to carry with you? Like
daily or for the whole trip?
Daily. To eat, drink, and fuck. 200?
I again, during the shortly after the pandemic, when I was going, I would go for 5 days, and my budget was $200 a day. Okay. Now it depends on how hard you want to go, what you want to do. Everybody does everything differently. If you wanna eat 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Let's say you're staying at New Garden, you don't gotta pay for breakfast. That's already covered. Yeah. Lunch, maybe 1,000 pesos will cover that, depending on what you get. Okay. Let's just say 1,500 pesos to be on the safe side. It depends on what you get for lunch. Let's say you want a fucking lobster lunch or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. And then for dinner, again, it depends where you go, but 1,000 is good for food. It shouldn't be no more than 1,000.
So how much you keep with you to fuck?
Again, depends on how you negotiate. Probably $50 to $100. It should be no more than that.
Damn.
It depends on what you negotiate, how you negotiate, what you negotiate, and what you both agree to.
Damn, $50. That's crazy.
But them chicks, I don't blame them. They reach for the stars. You ask them, how much for a quickie? They be like, 150, 120. You can't get mad because one, they're trying to get the most they can, and two, if they're asking for that, that means some sucker already paid. Gotcha. So they're trying to see if they could get another sucker. Yeah. But I don't do that. Gotcha. I have a list of girls that I already mess with, but there's always something new when you're out there. Another thing, I'm in a chat room. I'm in a few chat rooms. When we were in Puerto Rico, I put my brother on to 2. The purpose of this chat room, it's on WhatsApp, is when you're out there, you go in the room, you make an announcement in the group, say, hey, I'm out here, who's available? And the girls respond. They'll either respond right there or they hit you up privately. Okay. And you see one you like, you negotiate, and then they come to you, or however. It's that simple. Nice. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Nice. That's crazy.
I fucking love it, bro. I love it. To me, that'll always be home. I want to venture out. I want to venture out and explore other places.
That'll always be home.
But that'll always be home.
Gotcha. Nice.
You good? All right. We're going to wrap that up. That was Sosua 101. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to get in touch with us, you can find our socials on Linktree/Chat Circus. I'm your host, Nano.
I'm Junior.
And this is
The Chat Circus.